Okay, and I am just thrilled to be able to welcome our friends from the Sound Tigers. We've got Alan, and we've got Sam, and we've got our special guest speaker, Matt Carkner, who is a coach of the Sound Tigers. So I'm going to ask you all to either put yourself on mute or just super duper quiet so we can give Matt our full attention. And then we'll kind of open it up for some questions and answers a little bit later. Okay, does that sound good?
Okay. That's right.
And I know what he has to say is going to be really applicable, because I know a lot of you guys, not only are you athletes and leaders, but you help out your local coordinators and your coaches and you know, kind of supporting your teammates. So
what is
hearing from Matt today is going to be really, really inspiring and helpful. So let's welcome him and give him all our attention here. So Matt,
okay, yeah. Hi guys.
Hi, Matt.
How are you doing, guys? I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna share my screen, guys, and I have a nice slideshow ready with some fun pictures of my career, and we're gonna go over my career a little bit first and how I got into coaching. And it applies to you guys as well, because you guys have all gone through an incredible journey to reach your goals in your sport as well. So hang on there 1 second. I'm going to share this screen and we'll present it from the start. Okay, here I am. That's Matt Carkner. I'm assistant coach with the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. And I just wanted to talk to you about my journey to the NHL, which was starting with dreaming big. You know, I had big dreams as a young hockey player. I had a lot of family and friends who played. I watched the stars on TV, and I had dreams to play in these three leagues. The OHL, which is in Ontario, it's a junior league from where I grew up. I grew up in a small town in Ontario where there wasn't much to do except for play hockey. So I went outside and played on the ponds, and eventually made it to the OHL, and then followed that up by the AHL and then the NHL. So, we're going to admit one more. There we go. Okay. And from that, I made the Peterborough Petes in the OHL. And I just wanted you guys to know that you should be pursuing your dreams with passion. You need to set goals and work towards them. Okay. And then obviously the biggest thing for me was keeping a positive attitude, because without a positive attitude, you don't get anything done. You know, you can always focus on the negatives, but always try to look at the positives in your life and in sports, because nothing's ever super easy in sports. And last but not least for me was enjoy the ride. If you're not having fun playing sports and being a team, being a part of a team, then there's no reason to be doing it. These are some of the teams I played for along the way, and I have perseverance and dedication written down here. This is the American Hockey League, and these three teams I played was the Cleveland Barons with the captain, and I had a nice curly set of hair. I don't know where all that went. And my second team was the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, where I had my first experience to play with Sidney Crosby. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's an NHL superstar, and he was pretty darn good. And then in the last picture, it's with the Binghamton Senators, which was the farm team for Ottawa Senators. And I was in this league for 7 years before I got my chance to play in the NHL. So that's why I have perseverance and dedication written down there, because sometimes you got to stick with it a long time before you get the results that you're looking for. And let's move on here. There it is again, overcoming adversity, believing in yourself, and sticking with the process. That's what it all entails right there, guys. And finally, you know, I stuck with it long enough and persevered. And I you know, this picture is pretty darn old because I'm holding a wooden hockey stick, and they don't make those anymore. But my first NHL game was with the San Jose Sharks, and it was short-lived. I played one game, and then they sent me back to the AHL again. So like I said before, it's never a short road to success. There's bumps and, you know, adversity along the way. So you got to stick with it. Oh, here's some fun pictures for you guys. I stuck with it. And finally, 7 years after I started my pro hockey journey, I made it to the NHL. And I got to play for the Ottawa Senators. And funny enough, it's in my hometown. So not only did I get to live out my dream of playing in the NHL, I got to do it in front of all my family and friends, and And obviously I had a lot of people welcoming me. If you can see this top corner picture, that's George Peros. He said, "Welcome to the NHL, kid." And he gave me a couple slaps across the head. It wasn't very nice of him, but I was happy to play in the league. That's for sure. So Ottawa was my first stop in the NHL. I played 3 seasons there, and I had some incredible experiences, and none bigger than this cool experience. I played in the playoffs in 2010, and a game where we could have been eliminated went to triple overtime. So that's like playing 2 hockey games. And they made a little commercial out of it. And I'll show you guys this. This is the biggest moment in my NHL career. And I'll just play it here.
Nice.
Interesting.
Okay, so what that said there is, what if Matt Carkner gave up on his dreams to play in the NHL? And that was me scoring the triple overtime game-winning goal. So that just was kind of the epitome of my career is sticking with it and being dedicated and overcoming adversity to reach this final moment. For me, this was the best moment of my career. I wish it was hoisting a Stanley Cup, but I never got to do that yet. That's my next goal, is to coach my way into, you know, a championship. But that was a pretty cool moment for me, and I hope all you guys get to experience that same joy of, you know, reaching your goals and finally accomplishing your goals. So I wish all that on you guys. And my last stop was the New York Islanders, and that kind of brought me to where I am now, coaching with the Sound Tigers. I played 3 seasons there, and finally I had a back injury. I had a surgery on my back because it wasn't working right anymore. I played a long time, and I ended up going down to the Sound Tigers and becoming a coach. But along the way, and making those, you know, those dreams come true, I was given the opportunity to be involved with a lot of cool other hockey teams, and that brings us to working with the community. In Ottawa, I had this opportunity to meet a special hockey team that was just starting up from the ground up. And these kids were, you know, a lot of them like you, and they wanted to experience the joys of playing the sport they loved. And before this season, these pictures you're seeing, they were not given the opportunity to play hockey. And the president of this organization, who I'm still real good friends with, he started this program with 25 kids, and I loaned my I guess my services and just my name to the organization as an honorary captain, and I brought them into the Senators Arena to meet the players, and it kind of boosted their profile. And what we found was there's a ton of kids who wanted to play hockey. You know, everyone loved the sport, and they wanted to get the experience of, you know, having fun with their teammates, building these big relationships, and living their big hockey moments. So now the team there's 300 kids on 5 different teams in the Ottawa area, and it's exploded. So it's a really cool thing that I got to be involved with, and I kept going. When I moved to Long Island, I would bring, these are some of the Long Island Blues hockey players, and I got involved with their organization. I'd bring them into the room after games and give them tickets, and you know, we'd have some fun together. And in turn, you know, in the picture on the right, you can see that they're including me in their team. They gave me a jersey. I got to be an honorary member of their team as well. So really cool. It's a real good family environment, and they welcomed me with open arms, and I had a blast with them. And that leads us to everything leads back to Connecticut here, guys. I got to meet Southern Connecticut Storm, and you know, I haven't been overly involved, especially since COVID hit. But we've done clinics with them where we bring the entire team in, and they all get to skate with all of our Sound Tigers players, and get to learn from the players, and we play a little game at the end, and then we have a little pizza party afterwards, and we get to really get to know each other and have a blast on the ice. So, playing in the NHL gave me these opportunities to get to meet these incredible people and these incredible organizations. And I feel that, moving forward, we're going to continue to promote helping others in the community. And the Sound Tigers do an incredible job. Here's a picture of some of the players a few years ago, just giving out gifts at Christmas time to a local hospital. So they do a great job getting involved with the community, and they're all really good people. And we're hoping, and now as a coach, I'm trying to get them to reach their goals. So I went from player to coach. I don't have to work as hard. I don't get pucks in the face, but I still get to help players get to where they want to be. So I'm going to bring that now into leadership and coaching. How do we inspire players for success? For me, the biggest thing is being a good role model. Okay, right? You guys all want to follow someone who's doing the right things and is a good person, right? You want someone with energy, and you want someone who's going to lead by example. So for me, I like to work real hard and give the players all the tools they need to have success. And in turn, I hope that they work hard. I want to be honest with my players. I don't want to tell them they're the next NHL superstar if that's never going to happen. I have to give them my realistic evaluation. And in turn, I hope that they're honest with me, right? It goes both ways. Being empathetic is a big one. A lot of us here, especially through COVID and you've had loss in your life, you've had heartbreak. A girlfriend breaks up with you. You got to be empathetic to these players because they are all good people, and we're all trying to get them in the best position for success. And we need to understand that they go through things in their life. The biggest thing too for me is I want to set achievable goals for these guys and work on their deficiencies, and then show them more positives and negatives, right? You guys like to be told that you're awesome versus that you stink, right? So I'm going to try to tell my players more often than not that they're doing a good job, and show them how they can improve versus being negative. And let's move on. I only got 2 more slides here, then we'll open it up to question and answer. Okay, guys? Leadership in the athlete. So each one of you guys are leaders in your own way, right? And what I want from my players, I want leadership in my players. I want them to have passion and compete in their game. I want them to play the game that they love and play it with that passion. I want them, again, just like me, to be a good role model. Be a good role model. Show the others the right way to do things. Be a good communicator. Communicate with the coaches. Communicate with your teammates. If you're in a team sport and you want to get some things done, you need to talk with one another to give yourself the best chance for success. And then I need players with a team first mentality. If you're in it just for yourself and your own success, you're likely not going to have as much success versus if you're worried about the team winning and the team having success. Usually individual success comes after that. So have that team first mentality, and obviously the will to win. We all want to win, right? So whether you're playing checkers or you're playing a video game or you're playing pool, whatever it is, you want to try to win. So I want those athletes to be the same way. My expectations for them: be a good person on and off the ice. You guys like to talk to good people, right?
Yes.
Not negative. Yeah. So I just want them to treat everyone with respect, right? And be positive. It actually helps the organization. It helps the team. You are a representative of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. So when they're out shopping and someone needs help with their groceries, I'd like them to help them. I'd like them just to be good people.
Me too. I have people that we call pizza because I work in a cold pizza.
Oh, that's perfect. Exactly. So you're a good person. That's great. And then you want to be a good teammate. So, you're working together. Say you're working at the grocery store and someone drops a big pile of soups on the ground. You want your teammate to be good and come and help you, right? And put them all back on the shelf. So it's the same in hockey. We want our teammates to try to make each other better. You know, we want to work towards the same goal. Be a pro in hockey. You have to be competitive. You want to be the best you can be every day. Play with passion and compete. And last but not least, let's have fun, right? Because if you're playing sports, you're with your teammates. What's the point if you're not having fun? So that would be my expectation for everyone. And then last but not least, guys, I'm going to open it to question and answer, but I always say dream big. Have big dreams and pursue them with passion. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'm opening it up to question and answer, guys.
Can I ask one?
Who's
Go ahead,
got
Alicia.
Teresa?
My mom is Teresa. I'm her daughter, Alicia. Okay. What I did for sports is swimming, right?
Okay.
And this year it got canceled because of COVID. So we cannot do swimming anymore this year because we can do like a cornhole challenge.
Oh, so
You know?
you get to do a cornhole challenge versus your swimming this year. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because we have a big team and we cannot fit people in the pool.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think about that, Teresa? Is that a good substitute?
Alicia.
Oh, Alicia, sorry.
That's my mom.
Is that a good substitution, the cornhole?
Yeah, well, I played one time at I think at a party and one of my friends went a shower because she got married. And then I did play sports. I did basketball. I did that. I did bowling.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm a global ambassador in a global tip cup.
Oh, that's great. Well, it seems like you're busy without the swimming. It is unfortunate that there's no swimming for you, but I'm glad that you're finding other ways to play.
To keep my team running because of mistake.
Really?
Yeah, Jay is one of my coaches, but we can do like a cornhole party this summer, or whatever, like that.
Well, that's good. That's a good way to do it. That's for sure. Oops. Yes, someone's got their hand up. Kimberly?
Yeah, for me, I really enjoy watching hockey, but my question is, like, do you like actually play the sport, or do you like coaching better?
I love to play the game. That was my passion, to play. Coaching is close, but it's not the same. It's not, you just like you would probably rather play the sport versus tell someone how to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at the Harvest Service Center, and I actually saw the Hoffa Wolfpack captain, Kazanander.
Oh, cool.
And I actually I gave him a little something for Special Olympics, and then I had a tour of the locker room and the ice rink.
That's incredible. Well, that's great. That's good that you've got yourself to be able to experience those opportunities. Okay,
Yeah.
It says Stephen Smith. I better.
Actually, it's Allie. I just borrowed my dad's computer.
That's what I thought, Allie.
Yeah, I got a few questions to ask you. Number one, how did you really get involved with Special Olympics by telling with all your hockey stuff?
Oh, well, you know what? I've been invited. I was lucky. The only real special sports that I have had experience with is hockey. So those teams that I had on that slideshow, 3 different teams that I've been involved with, I've been lucky enough to be able to help coach with them, and I got to play some games with them. So that's really my connection with special athletes.
And do you still have the Sound Tigers Kitty mascot?
Oh yeah, he's still around.
Oh, he's still there?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. And my other question was, didn't I introduce you to at one point at a Special Olympics event? I think maybe like NBC Sports or something.
Oh geez, that would have been a while ago.
Because I keep hearing your name quite a bit, so I thought maybe you were related with the NBC Sports parts too.
Oh no, I don't think that was me. It may not have been. But
Now,
I don't
does
have
your
a great
family
memory.
ever come watch you compete? Because I noticed you're married.
Yes, I have my two boys who are athletes, and they used to love coming to watch the games. They feel bad now because they're older. They're like, Dad, why don't you play in the NHL anymore?
And one more, what have you been doing with yourself since pandemic's been happening?
Well, it was a long time. I kept myself busy. We built a shed as a family. I watched a lot of sports when they started up, and since January, I forget, around January, we started getting ready for our season. So we've been busy with that.
Very cool. Thank you.
I get my second son next week, so I'm happy
Okay, Carla,
about that.
Carla, do you have a question?
Yes, I have one. How many years you been going in sports, and how you first started?
Okay, I first started playing hockey when I was probably about 4 years old. And, we did it when we're Canadian. So as soon as we could walk, our parents would throw skates on us and they'd throw us out on the pond. And that's how we learned how to play. So, the frozen pond out back, and I was in the farm. I'm from a farm. So we had a lot of land, and we just venture out and find a frozen pond, and we'd play hockey for hours until our toes were frozen off.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, I have one more.
Megan McCormick, do you have a question?
Yeah, so I did put this on the chat too. Also,
Oh, yes.
the Sun Tigers can have fans again.
I think it's stuck.
Oh, the Sound Tigers are not going to allow fans this season,
Okay.
but we're hopeful, very hopeful for next season. Okay, it's just.
I know Alan did too, so I don't know if you and Alan can try to get the fans back.
Yeah, trust me, we're pushing.
I'll try my best. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about hockey.
It's
I'm
hard.
sure that'd be a challenge with COVID, with having too many people on the stands cheering for the team.
That's right. We have a pretty strict protocol right now.
Matt, I found out now, since I'm going back to work, I'm gonna have a lot of goals to set for myself.
Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah, and one of them is trying to go back to what I used to do before. That's gonna be so different.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you got to adjust and adapt, and you can do it. That's for sure. Okay, I got
Right.
Gail. Gail, do you want to ask a question?
That's
It's
Ryan.
Ryan. It's Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Okay.
I'm on my mom's name.
Okay. Yeah. Ryan. Nice to meet you, Ryan.
So my question is, I used to play hockey back in 1996. I want to know, do you know the name Kelly Chaser?
Kelly Kaser. Yeah. Where? How do you know him?
Because I used to practice with the Whalers.
Oh, that's amazing.
With Connecticut Chasers. He's the one that formed Connecticut Chasers.
Oh, that's cool.
And I only lasted from 1996 to 2016.
Okay. Did you love it?
I love it. Guess what I'm doing now?
What?
I'm a global messenger. I'm also a local coordinator, administrative assistant. I'm a team leader for my campaign coming up.
Wow, that's incredible. Do you think that sports helped you get to where you are now?
Yes, I've been doing sports since pop class time out.
Oh, that's amazing. Good for you.
I also involved with a cop ambassador.
Oh, okay, cool. Justin, it looks like you have a question.
Yes. This is basically just like a general NHL question. Now, growing up in Canada, what does the name Barry Melrose mean to you?
It means mullet. That's Barry Melrose has the nicest hair in hockey. He actually coached my head coach Brent Thompson way back with LA. So Barry was a coach, a longtime coach, and he's kind of found his nice niche now as a broadcaster. I don't know if you can call him a broadcaster, NHL kind of journalist, and has done a real good job with that.
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
I have another question too.
Sure.
What's before the AHL went back to decided to like start with the other teams like playing, what was it like working so closely with the Hartford Wolfpack when you guys had your games?
Oh boy. Oh, you mean because we play each other 12 times each and that's it? Yeah. It's been a challenge this year to play only 2 different teams. It doesn't really feel like a real season at that
Yeah.
standpoint, but we're trying to do our best. Our team isn't having a lot of success this year, but
Yeah.
our big club, the Islanders, are doing incredibly well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword being a minor league team because your best players go and play in the NHL.
Yeah.
So that's our job. Alan, do you have a question?
I do have a question. So that we're talking about leadership today, right? And
Yes.
you brought up it's been a challenging season for the Sound Tigers. As a coach and a leader, how do you deal with a season that doesn't necessarily go your way?
Well, that's I think you guys saw in one of the slides. It you know, you're going to face adversity and you got to stay with the process. And sometimes it's not one season. Sometimes you got to go multiple seasons of trying to stick with it and doing the right thing. And maybe you won't get the results the first season, maybe you don't get it the second season, but that third season comes around and you're doing the right things over and over again. And finally you do find success. So that's kind of what our coaching group and leadership group strives to do. Abby, you have your hand up.
I have a question. How do you stay in shape during the off season?
Oh, well, there's actually a lot of good resources that we give our players. There's options for them to stay with the Islanders and train in the summer. If you're one of the top prospects, they'll give you that opportunity, and they have a great facilities there. Otherwise, everyone gets their own fitness program to follow, and it's step by step, day by day. They have their own professional trainers at home, and they will help you through it. And obviously, there's a lot of communication between our training staff and the players to make sure they're doing the right things.
I got a question for you. For your athletes, should they need a good balanced diet and also high hydration?
Yeah.
Hydration, right?
Yeah, definitely. Nutrition is a big part of it. And we do have a lot of resources for our young players. A lot of these players, it's the first time on their own, living on their own. So they may have bad habits from junior or from college, you know, of eating McDonald's and not getting the right nutrition that they need to succeed. So what I was going to say is we have a nutritionist that we do kind of these types of conferences, and she goes over all the best foods to eat before games, how to replenish after games, and for your day-to-day life. And she actually will hook you up with a presentation of a chef cooking meals to give you ideas. So we do a pretty good job with that, and it is very important. Good question. Aaron, I see you have had your hand up for a long time. Is your arm sore?
It's all right though. I'm outside right now though and everything else. I'm enjoying the day. How long you been playing hockey though, and like what got you into doing it? Did you do it in college? Did you do it in high school? Did you like did your mindset like, okay, do I want to play hockey to become successful and help people with disabilities? Or did you like try to like decide what was going to be the best thing to do? Because I know that all of us have like tried our hardest to become good winners and become good players and learn how to develop together as a group and as a family. So
that's right. That's right. Well, that's great. I'll tell you what, where I grew up, we didn't really have high school hockey, and college wasn't really the route to make it to the NHL back when I was going through it. I played my local hockey teams, and then I got an opportunity to play in the OHL. And that was one of my first slides, the OHL. And then I was drafted by the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens. And I ended up signing a contract later on. And that's kind of how it all started. Now, the real reason I played is I played every sport I possibly could. I loved athletics. I loved every sport.
Now you answer my question.
I threw the javelin, I threw the shot put, the discus. I played basketball, volleyball. I even played badminton. I was a member of the chess team. I did as much as I could.
I've been on the volleyball team for a long time, though, and let me tell you, I love it, though. But they say sometimes I know mostly in short and well, true lifers like say like if you get Charlie horses on the back of your legs, I know they say 99% of times you walk back when you guys ice skate, like when you guys finish the game and you guys have to walk backwards. Does that help though?
Well, most times I didn't really get those. What we do after games to replenish is we had mandatory ice baths. So we'd have to go into an ice bath for 10 minutes after every game, and that was supposed to speed the healing process up for your muscles. So it did actually wonders. I didn't like going in it because it was cold. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Like freezing cold in the ice bath.
It is very cold. Yeah. It was we used to have it at around, it had to be under 50 degrees. So it was cold.
Wow.
Dan, you have a question?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I do. Did you play the teams in Canada?
Yes.
Teams.
Pardon me, Dan?
Did you play Canadian teams in Canada?
NHL.
Yes, I did. In the NHL, we played Toronto Maple Leafs. We played the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
We played Vancouver Canucks. Calgary.
Okay.
We also played the Winnipeg Jets.
Okay.
Right. We played all those teams in Canada. I don't know if I forgot one now. I'm drawing a blank, but I think
Hey, Ned, I've been to Canada before. I've been to Calgary.
Me too. Yeah, I think that was all the teams in Canada, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah, all of them.
I've been to Calgary for the law enforcement torch run at one point.
They have really good sites there because one of my favorite shows, like Michael Daniel Jr., he did When Calls the Heart and When Hope Calls. You can actually see those sites up there. That is where they actually filmed it.
Oh yes, that's right. It was a little more or a little least expensive, I guess, in Canada. You get a little more bang for your buck.
And Matt, I actually asked you a two-part question in the chat. I'm not sure if you got it.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot here in the chat. Let me take a look here. Where are you? Where are you?
I get
Oh,
you too, man.
summertime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the question was, what do you do during the summertime for hockey?
Right.
When I was a kid, I'd take a break from hockey and I'd play baseball. Or
good
lacrosse.
sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd play for my local town team and that would kind of be my break from hockey, and then I'd be excited to get back to hockey in the fall.
I also asked you if you ever get bored of it and want to do something else in the future.
Well, there's your answer. After the hockey season, we were excited for the other sports, so it would kind of they'd complement each other, and it would be a good break.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I get bored with the same things too all the time too.
Yeah, it's good to have definitely have a little bit of choice in what you get to do, not just the one sport.
Yeah.
Megan.
So how long have you been an assistant coach before?
This is my 5th year.
Wow.
This is my 5th year as an assistant coach.
Right.
I think we have a couple of people that didn't get to ask a question yet, so maybe
Sorry.
we'll go to them
Yes,
first.
that's-
How about
Okay.
Stanley? Stanley, what's your question?
Matt, how many years did you played ice hockey?
Well, in total, ice hockey, oh geez, it's been a long time. If I go all the way from my childhood, about 36 years.
Wow.
Amazing.
That is a long time.
How about Brittany?
That is a
What's your
long time.
Thank you, Stanley. How about Brittany? What's your question for Matt?
I want to know if Matt coaches my boyfriend Max Sinat for the ice hockey team for Special Olympics.
Not, what's his name again?
Max Sinat.
Oh, I know Max.
Yes, yes, I've worked with him before, definitely. Very good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to him.
Yeah, he just ice hockey.
He's a friend of mine.
That's great. Oh, he is? Yeah, that's great. You guys
Oh,
are
yeah,
all
I know him.
real friendly people, so I'm glad you're all friends.
And I know a couple of people just hopped on the call. I think Jake just joined us and Ashley. I see Jake has his hand up. Go ahead, Jake.
Sorry. I just got home from work, so I'm just like wanting to join the call.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice to have you, Jake.
Thank you. I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay, Ashley. Do you have any questions for Matt? Anything you wanted to ask him about his career as a coach for the Sound Tigers? Or
I got an email and I was gonna say yes to that, Debbie.
Oh, excellent. We'll talk about that later, Ash.
Okay.
So, Matt, I want to ask you and Sam,
Albert.
about
Thank you.
something if I can try
Hold
to
on,
be
Albert.
ambassador for.
I can't hear
Sound
Megan.
Tigers.
We're holding.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, John. Who's asking a question? I see
Megan?
Albert and I see John with his hands up
Yeah.
and Megan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Megan had something.
Oh, go ahead, Megan, and then we'll go to Albert and then we'll go to
So,
John,
I was
okay?
thinking for the Sound Tigers, because I'm a big fan. So maybe if Debbie can agree on this, I can do two things. Can I be ambassador for the Sound Tigers if I can? With you and Alan and Sam.
That's a good question for Alan Furing and Sam Provost. But if we can have it our way, when we have fans back allowed in the stands, I'm sure we can definitely do something.
Yeah, because right now I'm ambassador for WWE right now. So I wanted to ask-
WWE.
How do you get ambassador to WWE?
I don't know.
Hey, Deb, I'm anxious to find out my information about the torch run.
Cool, excellent.
so
All right,
Debbie,
let's
it's
go over
okay.
to Albert for his question. Go ahead with your question for Matt, Albert.
Hey, Matt, how do you think you'll do this year with the team?
Well, Al, it's been a tough season. We didn't really go out to get all the players we needed. So this year it's kind of a COVID season. We've been struggling a little bit. We only have really 3 wins on the year, which isn't good to our standard. But the good thing is our NHL club, the New York Islanders, are doing very, very well. So
I heard they're doing spectacular.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. And you can watch them on TV. They're playing tonight against Philadelphia. They have a few new additions. We made a trade yesterday.
I really hope they do win. I mean, I love the NHL. I'm a Bruins fan. Just trying to watch the Islanders and Bruins play against each other.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to John and then we'll go to Ashley next. How does that sound? Because I promised John he would be next. Go ahead, John.
That's okay. Because of COVID, do you still go up to the island, go up to the NHL, the Islanders to take a few people, or no?
Yeah, that's a great question, John. It made it real difficult this year for that reason, guys getting called up and down. So what the NHL did is they made a taxi squad, it's called. And there's 6 players that can stay with the New York Islanders. So 6 of our best players that we may have had this year are stuck with the Islanders in case they need players due to injury or illness. So therefore, we really don't do a lot of exchanging with the Sound Tigers and the Islanders this season. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
No problem. Good question.
Ashley, you're up.
Oh, I have a question. It wasn't for him. It was a person who said he was ambassador for the WWE. I was just wondering who it was. I didn't quite get the name. That's all.
Megan. It was Megan.
Oh,
that was me.
It was Megan. She asked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do 2 if you need to do 1, and then maybe the Sun Tigers with Matt. So I can do 2.
got it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, who else has a question for Matt?
I did.
Oh, I think Carla's been raising her hand for a while, right, Carla? Go ahead.
I want to know, I have 3 questions for you.
Okay. 3, okay, I got it.
First one was how much, if you had your ups and downs with your team, like if your team,
Yeah, I get your question. Are you saying like how much adversity have we had? Like how many ups and downs in the year? It's been a very challenging season. We had a few games where we'd show really well and we started winning, and then
from the
it
Sound
just seemed that we snowballed and went the wrong way, and we have a ton of losses now. So that in that respect, losing is not easy. That's a lot of adversity to take, especially when it's your profession. Otherwise, everyone's been healthy. The team has been COVID free, so that's a positive. That's for sure.
The second one, I am there's one thing I didn't told anybody in my team, that my dad is a big fan of you guys.
Nice.
My dad is, oh man.
That's great. That's really
I'm
good.
a big fan too,
I like your dad too. He's a good man.
But the third one was, if there was always a storm weather, how you got to places if there was a weather problem?
Well, sometimes there's actually cancellations depending on how severe the weather is. We typically travel by bus. At times we will fly. The NHL clubs, they travel by plane primarily. So if there's real bad weather, the planes are grounded and the games have to be postponed. But that typically doesn't happen.
All right. I wish you good luck with your game this year. I wish you good luck, and I hope you get to win. I hope your team gets to win this year again.
Thank you, and good luck to you too.
Brian?
Yes, I have a question. I have family relatives in Canada, and they live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I have a nephew that plays sport. Used to play hockey.
Yeah.
Right in Canada.
Okay.
What's your
So my question to you is, Ottawa.
I'm trying to find you, Ryan.
My ear.
I can't see you. I don't know why I can't see you.
Ronnie's the one next to the
Under
picture.
Gale.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan's next to Megan.
Okay, great. Well, Montreal is a really big hockey hub in Canada. A lot of good hockey players have come out of that area, and
My question is,
that's where you guys know what poutine is?
No.
French fries.
No.
French fries.
Wow.
with cheese
yes,
curd.
yes, yes.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
chicken.
Yeah.
So that's where poutine was invented, was in Quebec, in Montreal.
Oh.
Pretty cool. I really like that place because I love poutine.
Yeah, my question is other
Is Ottawa.
is at the capital.
Is Ottawa.
What is the capital of Canada?
Yes.
Ottawa?
That's the team I played for, the Ottawa.
Oh,
In Ottawa.
it's Montreal.
No, it's Ottawa.
It is. I was in
The capital of Ontario is Toronto, but the capital of Canada is Ottawa.
Oh, okay. I've been there so many times I don't remember.
So Matt, for the AHL and the NHL, which teams has any big rivalries?
Oh, big rivalries. The Islanders and the Rangers are a big rivalry. You know what? I was playing in hockey games on the ice, and I'd look up in the stands, and there'd be fights in the stands. That's how bad of a rivalry that was.
Oh wow.
Matt, do you have like entertainment in between your sessions, like somebody perform in the middle?
No, sometimes we do have little shows. We'll have little games, little tricycle races and that kind of thing. And
Because I remember at the Bluefish games, they always used to do that. That was fun.
oh, cool,
Oh, the
yeah.
bluefish. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I miss it, guys.
Debbie,
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan.
is the penguin plant all done? Is the penguin
Still going on.
Oh, we just wait money.
Yep, till the end of the month. So you know what? Maybe I know that we don't have too much time left.
Yeah,
So
I
I
had
want to
go
wrap it up
soon,
by
so.
5 and be
Yeah, me
respectful
too.
of Matt's time. He's been so kind and generous today, and we've learned so much, and it's been so great getting to know him about
Wonderful.
his career and his passion for hockey. I didn't know if the other folks from the Sound Tigers just wanted to introduce themselves and say hi really quick and maybe say what they do for the team.
Yeah.
Sure. So who have we
Sure,
got? I
I'll-
think we heard from Alan, right? So
Yeah, I'll go first real quick. I know we got Sam
we-
Provost
we
on
had
too.
those two.
Hi guys, my name's Alan Fearing. I do the play-by-play broadcasting for the team on the radio. So if you're not at the game and you want to tune in and find out what's happening in real time, you would listen to my voice. So, I have a really fun job. I really enjoy it. I get to watch all the games. They actually pay me to be at the games. So I know a lot of people pay money to get tickets and come and watch. I am the lucky one who they pay to watch the game. So I really have a lot of fun. I'll take one or two questions, and then Sam Provost wants to say hi as well. So I got Teresa down there.
No, Alicia.
Alicia, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm a daughter. Okay, how to get out of radio if you're on hockey, right?
Mhm.
So how to get out on radio, like at random.
How does it get out?
No. If you first, what's it for? If you talk on the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your broadcast on the radio? Like talk about hockey.
What do I do when I'm broadcasting hockey?
Yeah.
What station?
What station? Yeah, so we have an internet radio station because most people these days listen online versus in their cars. It's kind of switched the last few years. So
I'm on a radio like what station? 96.7, 96.5.
yeah, we're not on one of those locally. We're on an internet streaming platform. So it's called Mixlr, Mixlr. It's a streaming platform. So if you get in your car and you turn on the radio, you won't be able to hear it, unfortunately. But if you want to tune into the link online.
On the news, because I watch it because I personally love Ryan Harahan.
Yeah.
I watch him.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah,
what
he's
we
really
can do
good.
is get the link and I can share it with all you guys.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
send the link in my follow-up note.
I'll pass that link along to you guys. Hey guys, I know Ashley down there's got one, and then I'm gonna pass it over to Sam Provost. Ashley, what do you got?
I actually have to go, so Debbie.
Okay, we'll see you soon, Megan. I understand. Thanks
Okay,
for being
bye,
here
Matt.
today.
I'll see you in a little bit, Megan.
Bye.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Okay.
No,
Hi, Megan.
she's leaving.
Hi, Megan.
Ashley, do you have a
I like
question?
you guys.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Uh,
I have an event coming
Yeah.
Sam, I see your hand up over there. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Sam Provost. So I get to work with the Sound Tigers. I get to work with Devi and some different amazing groups like Special Olympics and bring them out here to games next season when we can hopefully have all of our fans back. So, if we all want to come to a game, I'll work with the groups to make sure they come out here and have a fun time, make sure they get to watch the game and everything goes smooth. So that's what I get to do here. I get to work with Storm, the mascot, and get to work with Alan and a bunch of other great people here to make sure all of our different groups can come out and have fun here at the different games and events we have. So yeah, I can take a couple of questions.
To Ryan?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you related to Ryan Provost?
I am not. Nope. I am not related. I'm not from around this area.
A guy by the name of Ryan, and he does skating with me during the winter.
Okay. Yep. Must be different then.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, Allie's pretty good on the ice there. She's a figure skater. So
Yes, I am.
That's awesome.
How many of you guys? How many of you athletes on the call, Global Messengers? How many of you play floor hockey? Some of you play.
I did. Once. I only played once.
Okay. Bobby, are you a floor hockey player?
No.
No,
I'm a basketball player and bowling and track and field.
Ah, gotcha.
I do coach really well because I go to the Thomaston lanes in Thomaston. I do bowling and then also I do track and field. That is during the summer. I do walking, speed walking, and then also before I was doing mini javelin before, but now I'm doing softball throw during the virtual summer, and then I also during the winter I do cross country skiing. And good news, I went to Austria in 2017 and I won 2 gold medals.
The world special Olympics.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's incredible. Great job.
I went to Seattle in 2018 for the USA Games for bowling.
Wow, you guys are impressive. That's incredible.
Yeah, I went to Iowa and Nebraska for track and field.
I went to to the nationals too, in Nebraska also for swimming.
That's great. You guys are all incredible athletes. Keep it up. Keep on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we're going to go to Ashley because I think her audio is working again. I think we're going to have her ask the last question of the day, and then we're going to wrap things up and give Matt and Sam and our friends from from the Sound Tigers a big thank you. So Ashley, go ahead and ask your question if your audio is working there.
I have a question is when you're on the mic, do you?
Uh-oh.
You just. I know it was. She broke up. Ashley, type it in the chat. Can you do that? Poor Ashley, she's having trouble with it.
Ashley, if you put it in the chat, I'll take a look here and see if I can answer it.
Want to give that a shot? And I think everybody else had a chance to ask a question, right? Is there anybody I missed that didn't get to ask a question but still has?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm good.
There it is.
All right. Well, you know what, Ashley, we'll get that question to Alan.
I see Ashley just typed in, do you mess up Mike? Does that mean, do I make any errors on the microphone? Ashley, if that's your question, yes, I make a lot of errors on the microphone. So do you mess up the mic talk? I make a lot of mistakes, and as long as you are good and you're positive and you're accurate, I say 80-90% of the time it's probably okay if you mess up here and there. So at least that's what I think. That kind of helps me in my own head, sometimes get over if I mess up. So I've been doing it for 10 years now, and over the course of 10 years, there have been a lot of mistakes.
Oh, wow.
But it's okay. I'm okay with
You
it.
see what you look like.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, we just want to thank you guys, you know, Alan, Sam, and Matt. What a presentation. That was a phenomenal presentation. Those pictures and the video and everything, right?
Debbie, I would like to share that with my coworkers.
Yeah, I'm taping this. If it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna I'm taping this and putting it up on our YouTube channel, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. Some of the global messengers that couldn't join us today, I know they, you know, work and things like that, have other commitments, but I wanted to be able to share it with them. So
But
they
David,
can
what
enjoy it.
I with a mom now, so I'm good.
Yeah. So
Debbie,
everybody,
thank
let's
you.
give them a-
Thank you
let's
very
give them a
much.
special gift. You know, Alan,
Thank
Sam,
you very
and Matt.
much, guys.
A round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Good luck with all your sports.
Good job.